Yeah, hello friends. So in this video, we will discuss about the result of one of major IT company, Tech Mahindra. Okay, so in quarter three, financial year 23, we can see the following is the key highlights. So let's see the result in the detail. So the revenue by industry, the industry wise revenue, how much company have earned. So this is the presentation, and there is comparison between quarter three of financial year 2022. Okay, so let's do the comparison. In communication, media, and entertainment, it's 39.8%, and in quarter three of financial year 22, means 1 year back it was 40%. So there is a slight decrease. In manufacturing it is 50.7, earlier it was 50.8. Technology, it have increased their share from 8.4 to 10.3%. So it's good that companies focusing more on the technology. In banking, financial services, and insurance, company have increased their revenue stake. Retail, transport, and logistics is same, and other is mm, also seems from 10 to 10.9 to 9.9%. And revenue by geography, if we see this, so here we can see company earned it's 50 approx 49.7% revenue from America, 24.4% from Europe, and 25.9% from the rest of world. So we can see like in America, earlier it was 48.9%. So we can see there is an increase. In Europe, their revenue is decreased. Like earlier it was 25.5, now it's a 24.4. And for rest of world, we can see it's 25.6 to 25.9. So it's not much change. And the headcount, IT headcount, offshore and off on-site. So uh, in financial year 23 and in financial year 22. So earlier 27.1% resource was on site, now it's 27.5% resource are on site. So there's an increase in the on site resource. And the same reverse, like 72.9% earlier offshore, and now 72.5% is the uh, like in this quarter. So we can say the company have increased on-site engineer as compared to offshore in this quarter. And the new deals wins, uh, net new deal wins TCV is 795 USD millions. So earlier in last quarter for same year it was 704. So we can see it's increased. Number of active client and percent of repeat business. So number of active client in financial year 22 for this quarter was 1191, now it's 1290. So we can see there is an increase in a number of customer. And the percentage of repeat business, earlier it was 92%, now it's 93%. It means the customer is satisfied and they want to continue with business with that Tech Mahindra. And number of million and clients, so it's depends upon the value of the client. So if less than 1 million value client, like earlier it was 5029, now it's a 574. For 5 million, it's earlier it was 173, now it's a 175. 10 million client, 10 million uh, client, like earlier it was 96, now it's 109. 20 million client, it was 50, now it's a 65. And 50 million clients, so earlier it was 22, now it's 24. So these are the say a big client, 50 million and 20 million. So we can see there is a good increase in the client base as well. So if condition would be say stable, these values will show their meaning in next quarter. So it will positively impact to the company performance. And the client concentration, we can see top five client contribute. Earlier it was 23% of their revenue was from top five client. Now it's 18%. So this is a good thing that companies like revenue is being diversified. It's not dependent upon only few customers. For top 30, top 10, earlier it was 31, now it's a 27%. This is also good. And top 20, earlier it was 42%, now it's a 40%. So we can see improvement on this client concentration matrix. Total headcount, if we see, so the total headcount currently it's 1,57,068 for this quarter. For last year same quarter it was 1,45,067, but like in 3 month back it was 1,63,912. So we can see there is a decrease in headcount lump sum 4.2% quarter to quarter. uh, a resource count has been decreased. So this is one thing that company should think, because their headcount is a their resource is a main things. Due to that they used to generate revenue, so they need to work on that. Okay. And attrition and utilization, so like the IT attrition, in last 3 quarters, so attrition was a big problem for all the IT companies. So now it's gradually coming up. In quarter 3 financial year 22, while it was 24%, in last quarter it was 20%, and now in this quarter it's a 70%. So we can say like attrition is now in quite control. And utilization, earlier it was 84%, now it's 86%. So utilization also increased. So these are good thing for the company. And now cash flow, so receivable days like DSO including unbilled, so earlier it was 101, now it's 98. And capital expenditure in US $1 million, so earlier it was 26, now it's a 31. Free cash flow in last quarter of in a what's in quarter 3 of financial year 22 it was 123 US $1 million. So company was having comparatively good cash flow. Now it's a $31 million, and in last quarter it was 253 million dollars. So we can say free cash flow is decreased in this quarter. Okay. And next thing is cash and borrowing. So in quarter 3 it was borrowing was 15,578 INR million, and now it's a 17,536. So we can say borrowing is increased, and that is not a good symbol. And cash equivalent, so in quarter 3 it was 1 lakh 038 INR million, and now it's a 64,494 INR million. So it's decreased on quarter to quarter basis. So this is also not a very good symbol. Cash and borrowing, so borrowing earlier it was 210, now it's a 212. And cash and equivalent, it's in the same value. Now it's a USD million, and this was in INR million. And this is the rupee rate mentioned on the day of calculation. And a percentage of revenue from major currency, 51% of revenue comes from US dollar, and 10.2 from Great Britain pound, 10.9 from euro, and 3.7 from Australian US dollar, and 23.9% from others. So we can see in US dollar company revenue contribution become slightly less, and we can see euro increased, and other increased. Okay. So and this is the profit and loss in rupees in terms of millions. So revenue from operation for this quarter, it's a 1,37,346 INR million. And last year for same quarter it was 114,508. So we can say on revenue front like company have uh, increased its revenue on quarter to quarter basis and year on year basis both. So there is a 90.9% year on year and quarter on quarter 4.6%. And the cost of services is it was 80 80088 INR million. Now it's 97,936. So it is also good. So on gross profit, earlier it was 34,422. Now it's a 39,409 INR million. So we can say on a gross profit level, uh, company have on year it's a 40.5% increment. Okay. And here it's the EBITDA. So EBITDA, it was 18% in a same quarter for last year. Now it's a 50.6%. So there is a decrease of lump sum 2.4%, which is not a good symbol. So EBITDA margin is delay for this quarter, is a decrease for this quarter. So this is not a good symbol. And we can say there are global situation that is causing EBITDA margin delay for EBITDA margin depreciation for all other IT companies as well, not for only Tech Mahindra. But yeah, this is one of negative things. And the profit before tax, uh, in last quarter of same year, it was 18,864. Now it's 17,712. So there is a 6% of cut on year basis in the profit before tax. And after paying the tax, profit after tax, if see, earlier it was 13,782. Now it's a 12,852. So PBT, profit after tax, PAT is also decreased from 6.7%. So it means company have gain less profit as compared to last quarter, uh, on a year basis, and as well as quarter on quarter basis. So on a both basis, company have lose to its profit. And net profit after tax, so net PAT, earlier it was 12%. Now it's a 9.4% only. So both on quarter and quarter and year on year, we can see there is a decline on the PAT, which is a very a key factor in a financial reports. And earning per shares, see, it's also decreased. Earlier it was 15.5 15.46. Now it's a 14.64. And the revenue from operation, this is this is same value in US standard dollars. So we can say a company have generated less profit in this year, in this quarter. And their on quarter on quarter basis and year on year basis. So the results is not very good. It's just like uh, uh, not too bad, but it's not a good result as compared to other IT peers. So we can see, now we see the charts of Tech Mahindra. So we will see how the chart is doing. So we can see charts is also not doing very well. So company currently trading on their 50-day moving average, below top 50-day moving average, and below 100-day moving average. So I think that is also reflecting in their price. So we can see 970, 973 is the major support level. And first resistance would be 1152, and then second would be 1412. So these would be labeled, so we can mark our label. And then we can plan for our investments. Since companies are good, in this quarter it have not shown very good result. There was several global condition, in especially in Europe. In Europe there was war condition. And in US there was a what say the rate hikes was going on, so there were multiple conditions. So we should mark the label, and if we want for long term investment, we can think about it. And thanks for the listening. Thank you.